Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is the Authors and Publishers AI Powered Growth. So we're going to solve a problem here that I know from people that I've worked with, authors, publishers, and this is the empowering use of AI in a very fresh and original way. So for authors and publishers, if you're in the right place, you want to know how to use AI effectively to sell your books and also have a 24/7, 365 book fair, that's what we're going to present. So next slide, Matt. This is the AIX network, so AI Book Alliance, and we believe this is the future of author and publisher growth because so many of us have written books and we say, how come my book is not flying off the shelf? And these are the authors that I work with and they wonder too. So we're going to show you how in this solo marketing, it's the law of diminishing returns because with the algorithms changing all the time and everybody going alone, I'm going to go with the theory that rising water lifts all boats, and that's why we want to form an alliance. So next slide, Matt. This is a top smart AI network ecosystem, and Matt here is the genius behind all of this. This is the kind of thing that he's been able to achieve, and what we're going to do now is to apply it to books and for publishers. So CEI Review has already said, a premier publication has said this is a very innovative idea, and we agree. So next slide. This is how it works. This is kind of the Venn diagram of how we explain it. So you have a community, you have nonprofits and business and customers, partners, but in the very middle is what Matt has created here, the AIX network. And what we're now applying it to is this virtual book fair, because that's what we're calling it. So you use the AI to publish the books in a way that now they can be found. So someone said yesterday, had a conversation, if Picasso's painting was in a cave and no one can see it, is Picasso's painting valuable? And they answered yes, but no one can see it. There's no visibility. So it's the same principle here. So next slide, Matt. Here are some of the success stories from all kinds of folks who have started to employ these kinds of technologies and applying them in such a way. So we got a whole host of people who have taken advantage of this kind of networking system with SEO and referrals, and also building an ecosystem. Now we're applying it to book sales and for publishers. So next slide, Matt. Proven national and global success. Here are some of the testimonials to demonstrate that. It's not just what I'm saying, not just what Matt is saying, but what some other folks are saying as well, to build an ecosystem for a book fair, which has not been done, but employing the use of AI now to a fresh and original idea. Next slide, Matt. Here's the challenge. The average indie author earns less than $10,000 a year from all their books. So after your author has put in all that hard effort, like I know I've done, and I go, well, how come I'm not selling? Is it because it's a lousy book and I can't write? No, that's not what it is. It's just simply people are not making enough money. Then they say, all right, well, how about if we pitch an idea? Because I've got to tell everybody about my book. So author will then spend that $500 to $2,000 a month on ads. Well, how come the ads don't work? Well, again, this is the same situation that we are running into, that the authors can't sell their books because the system is broken and it's not working. The publishers are facing rising costs. The authors are struggling all alone by themselves, and they're the Lone Ranger. They can't do it by themselves. Publishers are facing rising ad spend, the algorithm's changing, things are happening all the time. So there's shared pain. The solo marketing, which is a traditional way of marketing, is delivering consistently low ROI, and that's not good because the publishers are not making money, the authors are frustrated. Is there a possibility of finding an answer to that? Next slide, Matt. Solo versus alliance. I'm a collaborative person. If anybody knows, I collaborate with anybody and everyone I can. And I network all the time. So I realize, okay, I don't have to do these things by myself. They don't always work. Solo marketing is competing alone against everybody. It's me against the world. And yes, I'm kind of heroic in one way or another, but I still would like some help and assistance. There's very high customer acquisition costs. This is the cost of acquiring customers. If you're running a business, you know this. Extraordinarily difficult to people to come on your site. This is what authors are running into. There's no compounding, visibility effects, limited reach and impact. You don't have to go it alone. How about if we have the power of the community, form an alliance, the shared visibility amplifies everybody. That's the rising water lifts all boats kind of idea. Collective SEO and social boost, shared AI stack reduces the cost. Readers discover multiple authors. Because if I sell a book and there's a book that's similar to mine, guess what? People want to read that as well. When I read somebody else's book and it's similar, yes, readers also are buying other books. Authors are buying other authors. So let's collaborate, form an alliance, and we can all work together here. Next slide, Matt. There's why solo marketing fails. There's rising costs, declining returns. How come I keep spending money and I keep spending it on marketing and nothing really happens? My book is not flying off the shelf. That's the way I always express it. And so the advertising costs increase while delivering diminishing results. There's no network effects. The individual efforts by myself, I can't create the kind of momentum needed for a breakthrough. But authors and publishers can work together. There's a lot of wasted space. And boy, if you're running a business, I hate waste because everyone's reinventing the same marketing. And somebody keeps saying, let's do this, let's do that. Authors get burnt out. They just spent all their time and effort and money on writing the book. Now they're getting burnt out because they have to constantly market. If you're a self-publisher, you know this. If you're publishing by yourself, guess who's doing the marketing? That's you. You may not be a marketing genius, but you're the one who's going to do it. Similar problem with hybrid, and a lot of people have not gone the traditional route. But of course, if you want a book fair, you can join us as well. Next slide, Matt. The shift, and this is the shift that we're describing here, is collaborative marketing. We all can work together because we have a shared ecosystem. Publishers can work together, authors can work together, and everybody then helps each other because we are in a similar field and similar related. So we're compounding the growth effects and helps all participants. The collective visibility. I show my book and books, somebody else does as well. We're all visible now. That's the image I'm giving you of Picasso. Yeah, Picasso's really valuable, but if nobody can see the Picasso painting, it's in a dark cave, what value is there? One author's success lifts the entire community. There's also a community, a readers community, the audience that are engaged in an interconnected author network because authors like to hang out with other authors, publishers like to hang out with other publishers because birds of a feather flock together. Next slide, Matt. Introducing the AI Book Alliance. So we have virtual booths. So, if you've ever gone to a book fair like I have, you sit around for 3 days and hope and pray somebody's buying your book and people just keep on walking by and you've got to spend a lot of time and effort to get somewhere. Well, this is a virtual booth. It's already there. It showcases for your brand. You can present also. You can interact with your readers. You can podcast. You can have a placement there for them and have featured media and event positioning, which is a huge advantage for most authors. They want to go on a book tour, a podcast tour, but it's all in one place. There's AI and SEO social boosters, that automated optimization across all platforms. For that special 25 who starts, you also get a founding author badge. I'll talk about that in a bit, but it's exclusive recognition and a premium place with it. We're going to exploit AI here. It's AI chatbots and CRM. It's intelligent automation so that the virtual book fair is showing books all the time, 24/7, 365. So if you think about it, as I have, that means, wait a minute, I can be sleeping and people can buy my book in India and China and Indonesia and Europe. Yeah, you're making money while you're asleep. Next slide, Matt. Benefits for the authors, a brand amplification. You have a personalized booth that showcases all the things that you can do and interact with your group, with your community. Automated engagement, so somebody is there all the time, that 24/7, 365. The collective growth for everyone and the founding recognition. Once again, the first 25, those special folks, you have a badge, you say, yes, I was the one who started it all, so you're first 25. Next slide, Matt. This is also benefits for publishers because a publisher has a whole stable of authors. They may have 15, 20, 25, a whole bunch of people. And that also means that they can also have those books and authors featured all the time. So if they've got a number of books that they're trying to promote, they're all can be there. Multiple authors, that shared infrastructure, all meeting in that middle of that Venn diagram I showed you earlier. Reduce marketing costs. Lower per title marketing expenses through collaborative approach. You don't have to push and promote every single book one by one, which is very tedious and expensive. They're all there. They're all displayed. Enhanced author retention, the stronger relationships through superior marketing support. Who do I want to publish with? And I'm going to think, well, I'd like to work with a publisher who's always going to be featuring my book. It's always going to be available. Yes, that's a great publisher to work with. I'd want that publisher. Industry leadership. It's a pioneer collaborative innovation in publishing marketing. And I know what you're thinking. I know, like, oh my gosh, you guys are getting a lot of technology here. It's AI. How much is this going to be? It's going to be really, really expensive, isn't it? Because you're going to be presenting my book on a virtual book fair 24/7, 365. Oh my goodness, this is going to be expensive. Next slide, Matt. Oh, wait a minute. It's not sounding so bad now. It's okay. One-time setup fee for the Alliance, 100. One